Hello, everyone. Welcome to your reading. We are going to see which blessing is on its way to you next to enter your life. So look at the 4 different cards before you and go with the one that is calling to you the most. I will start with the first card. There are timestamps listed for all of them below. Hello to everyone who chose the first card. The next blessing on its way to you is a blessing for a fresh start. All right, so some area of life is about to receive a beautiful new beginning, a fresh start. So let's pull some more cards. Let's go deeper into this message where this fresh start is going to open up and unfold in your life, which area, or this could just be a fresh start altogether. New job, new living situation, new friends, new environment. So let's see, where is this fresh start opening up for card 1? All right, so we've got lightning and thunder with warning sign, nest with prepare, and obstructed view. Okay, so you have been trying to make a change here. You've paid attention to the signs and synchronicities. You know that you've got to move or change or get out of a situation. Some of you, this is around your job. You just see a storm in the distance, okay? And because of that storm, you don't know what's going to come after it. So you're like, I need to find a new job. Others of you, this is definitely around a living situation because we've got the nest with prepare. You know that you're going to have to move, but you might be a little bit anxious about it. Some of you, this is about a relationship in your life where you're just seeing the warning signs, the red flags, and you know that you got to get out of Dodge, all right? Or this could be something a bit more obscure where you've got to make a decision about something and you're just kind of unsure, you're on the fence. And the thing is, the reason why there's some nervous energy is because you can't see what's ahead. You're not fully sure. Like you're seeing the signs, you're seeing the red flags, but you're like, okay, but what's coming? I'm not sure. Is this going to be bad or is this going to sort itself out? Is the storm just going to pass or is the storm going to create major destruction? So you're on alert and you're feeling like you've got to make a change, okay, but you just can't see ahead. And some of you, it's like, oh, the storm has already rolled in and it completely destroyed, and now I don't know what to do. I can't see in the future. I don't know what my options are. I don't know what my next step is. And this is saying, hey, it's coming to you. All right, so some of you, it's like you need to make the choice to take the leap and make the change. And others of you, you've got to trust, if the storm is already rolled in, you've really got to trust that the path is being built beneath your feet right now. Because with nest and prepare, things are shifting, things are changing, things are going to be coming in for you, okay? But right now is a period of uncertainty, and Spirit brought you to this reading to tell you and assure you that there is a fresh start for you on the horizon, okay? If it's the storm's already rolled in, it's beneath your feet, even though you can't see it just yet. And for others of you that are seeing that storm on the horizon, this is saying that you need to make the choice to let something go and open yourself up to the new energy of what's coming, what could be. Because this, if the storm's on the horizon, it is going to create a lot of destruction that the universe is trying to shield you from. Okay, and for those of you where the storm's already rolled in and you're feeling devastated, there is a new beginning happening for you. Okay, you're not going to be stuck in this energy of feeling helpless and hopeless. So for those of you that you see it on the horizon, now is the time to take action towards that new beginning, that new energy, and not being afraid that you're jumping the gun or that you're making a bad choice by walking away from something. You see the storm on the horizon. You just don't know, is this going to be a sprinkle, okay, or is this going to be a freaking tornado, hurricane? Like, I don't know what's coming. I just see it out there. And this is Spirit saying, yeah, you're going to want to prepare. You're going to want to get out of Dodge. You are going to want to move your energy elsewhere. And so this, all of you, whether the storm is on the horizon or the storm already rolled in, every single one of you, it is time for a fresh start, a new beginning, a new cycle, a new path. Okay? You've just got to determine, based on your current reality, whether the storm's already come in or it's on the horizon. Because if it's on the horizon, there's this element where you've got to make a choice to get on out of here, to prepare yourself, protect yourself, move on before things, fall apart or just blow up. And those of you that had to go through the storm, it's a time of rebuilding now. And that's assured to you that you are going to rebuild. And if you see the storm and Spirit's like, yeah, that's going to be a hurricane, then to be forewarned is to be forearmed, right? Spirit's trying to prevent you from having to go through it by changing direction right now. And by changing direction, you're blessed with a beautiful new beginning, and you're spared from the storm. And those of you that the storm rolled in, you're going to be blessed with a very beautiful new beginning. All things that have been lost shall return to you in a new form. The Tower, Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, Five of Wands, Eight of Wands. Okay. So those of you where the storm already rolled in, it shocked you, it devastated you, you're wondering what your options even are, okay? And for those of you where it's on the horizon, you don't want to be around for the destruction, okay? And you have options as well. But here's the blessing. Right here, the Three of Cups. The fresh start, the new beginning, the new path. And to stay where you are, to stay complacent and be like, you know what, I'll just board up the windows and weather the storm. Spirit's saying you don't want to do that. Like you want this new energy that's meant to come into your life, because I can see some of you are kind of in that internal conflict. Even those of you where the storm rolled in, you're like, should I stay right here and just rebuild in this spot? And Spirit's like, no, your blessing is about the new energy, new path, new job, new living situation, new relationship, whatever it is for you. The answer is the blessing comes in the new energy, not the old, and not trying to rebuild from, all the destruction that storm caused. You've got to rebuild in a new location. And sort yourself out with that, because I get it. When you're like, I just have this feeling, or bad things just keep happening. Are these my signs? Are these omens that I need to make a change? And the answer is yes. There are more options available to you than you may realize at this time. And by you choosing the new energy, the new path, all of that, things are really going to accelerate for you and move forward. And I do feel there's positive news coming in. There's just more available, more options than you think in this moment as you watch this reading. Okay, but the Three of Cups sits there at the center. So if you've already gone through it, your choice is, well, should I rebuild right here? Or should I move forward to somewhere else? And yes, you need to move forward to somewhere else. That's where the happiness comes. For those of you that see the storm in the distance, get out of Dodge and you won't even deal with it at all. And you'll be happy and celebrating that you decided to leave the old behind and welcome in something new. And then life just moves forward at a much quicker pace. And Eight of Wands is positive energy, positive messages coming in, manifestations finally coming to fruition. But you've just got to be good inside of you, mind and heart, and be in sync with, okay, I need to go somewhere else. I can't rebuild here, or I need to get out of here before the destruction takes place. And that truly is what's going to bring you your happiness. So your blessing that the universe is trying to give you is new energy. And what builds from that new energy brings you so much happiness with this Three of Cups. And this could even be a relationship where, whether it's a friend, family member, or romance, where you guys have these terrible fights, you separate, you go your own ways, and you've been kind of in that holding pattern. You know, are we going to make up? Are we going to work this out? And what I'm getting is, it's better for you to cut ties and move on, because it's just like the same thing will repeat again. Your happiness, your blessing comes from a fresh start, leaving the old behind. The Lovers, yeah. If they've done it once, they're going to do it again. Knight of Wands. Six of Wands. See, your victory comes from the new energy. Page of Swords. But you're kind of fighting yourself here. And Seven of Wands. Okay. You've been asking Spirit, and this is the answer that Spirit's bringing you. It's time to let go of the past. It's time to let go of the old and tired and worn out. It's time to let go of just the repeating cycle with somebody. And this could even be like in a job where things just get really, really bad, and you try to weather the storm and things even out, but then things get really bad again. It's time to walk away. It's time to embrace new energy. That's where your blessing is. And if you stay here and try to weather the storm, or you're in that holding pattern wanting to rebuild in the same space, it's just going to happen again and again and again. And Spirit's trying to protect you and spare you. And with Six of Wands and Three of Cups, you're going to be vindicated, okay, by moving forward. Instead of staying here, you're going to find a lot of happiness, recognition, rewards, feeling good. And those of you that just have been going through it, you're going to realize that every step on this journey has led you to this new victory, this new happiness, this reason to celebrate, Do not be afraid. And here, you know, Page of Swords with Five of Wands can be somebody with very petty energy. And this is it. Like, if you don't walk away from this, you don't embrace the new energy, it's like the same thing is just going to happen again and again and again. And you're always the one picking up the pieces. And this time, Spirit's like, you don't need to pick up these pieces. Let them remain shattered. Let me pick you up and move you to this new beautiful place where the sun is shining. All is well. Let go of the old and embrace the new, because within the new is where your blessing is. Shift with 565. Take a look at your life and see which areas need to be shifted to bring you more joy. Take the time to reassess your priorities and create a plan for yourself. See? Prepare, create a plan. Angel number 565. Fives is all about the challenges that facilitate the change we need in our life. Sixes are about harmony and flow. And so it's time to shift out of where you are into a whole new energy, whole new vibration, and you start seeing a 565 repeat in your reality after you've watched this reading. That is your angels saying, hey, it's time to move on. It's time to move forward. And look at this. That's 565. And the Lovers is card 6, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 656, 565. All right, so it's already right here. You see that repeat in your reality. That's your angels reminding you of the messages of this reading and saying your blessing, your happiness is in a new start, a new beginning, new energy. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care. Hello to everyone who chose the second card. Your next blessing on the way is a blessing to heal a relationship. Okay, so this could be a relationship with a friend, a family member, a romantic partner, but this could also be a blessing to heal the relationship that you have with yourself. Okay, so let's go deeper into this message, but a healing on a broken relationship is your next blessing. So let's get more details about this. And sometimes healing for a relationship is where you've been really hurting about a relationship, and the healing's finally coming in that frees you from that sadness, that heartache, that pain. Oh yeah, look at that, heavy emotions. Oh my gosh. And this could be a crow. Well, it says crow totem. Could be a raven, but look at the raven, the crow right there as well. That is very, very synchronistic. Positive outcome. And time to move on. Okay, so I do feel this is kind of a dual message, okay? Where some of you, this is absolutely where you and somebody that you are just at odds with right now, it's going to be okay. You guys are going to move through this. There's a very positive outcome, and it's time to move on from the heavy emotions, the hurt feelings, whatever's happened here, okay? For others of you, what I'm seeing is you've really been hurting about a relationship that is separated from you, and you've been struggling with that and wondering, are we ever going to work this out? Or do I just need to heal and move on and move forward? And what I see is it is time to move on, but you're going to receive that healing inside yourself where it finally doesn't hurt anymore. You're not struggling with the pain. You're not struggling missing this person. You're not in confusion anymore. There's healing that's washing over your heart. All right. And you're going to finally be able to move on from it. And from that, a very, very positive outcome is going to take place for you. Okay. And you might not think that, but there's something beautiful that's going to come from you moving on and receiving this healing in your heart space. Okay. And lastly, this could be where, the relationship within yourself, where you've been struggling to love yourself and accept yourself. There's something that's going to happen here, and you're finally going to be able to move on from these heavier emotions you have around yourself, and a very positive outcome is coming in. So regardless of how you resonate with this reading, you're getting a positive outcome. You are moving on from heavy emotions and sadness and pain and struggling, and just the fact that the same bird is, it says crow, but for some reason I feel like that's a raven. It looks more like a raven to me, but I could be totally wrong. It's on this card right here, and then boom, right there, back to back. And that to me is a positive omen that something's passing, and what's passing is the pain, and you are transforming into a new version of yourself through the healing, whether you and another person are directly healing, or you are receiving healing from a loss of this relationship, or you're finally coming into a place of self-love and self-acceptance. So these heavy emotions are lifted off of you. They're no longer plaguing you and holding you down and bringing about, great depression and lack of motivation, not feeling very engaged with life. All of that is passing, and you are coming into a very positive outcome, which means not only are you being given this blessing to heal about a relationship or healing within a relationship, there's something else even more positive coming in. Positive outcome. Everybody's happy. Everybody's winning with this card coming through right there. And for those of you that have been very sad about an ending of a relationship, it is time to move on. The relationship has run its course, and that's why the healing is now finally going to take place. And some of you may have been struggling for quite some time, all right? But you've learned all that you were meant to learn from the experience, and the emotions are transforming, and the weight is lifting off of you, and then it's leading you into a very, very positive outcome. So great news with that. Let's pull some tarot. Let's go deeper. Yes, Three of Cups, happiness, celebration, reconciliation, Chariot, energies finally aligning within you, feeling like you have direction once again. Six of Cups, reconciliation, the World, the end of the trouble, and the King of Wands. Wow. So the tarot cards just reiterates all that we've received out of the oracle cards. Okay, this is happiness, this is celebration, energies are aligned, and Six of Cups is reconciliation, reunion, right? And whatever had been keeping you separated has come to an end. And right there with the King of Wands, this could be you've been dealing with this, involves a fire sign, or you could be a fire sign, or this is just talking about this person is actually coming towards you, okay, wants to work this out. And man, this may be where this person just kind of shows up at your house, okay, or this person could live out of far from you, like in another state, another country, and they're letting you know, hey, I'm going to be where you are, and I want to talk to you, and I want to connect with you, and I want to work this out with you. And this could be where somebody had to move. And that's what caused this relationship to separate in the first place. And now this is a message of, hey, guess what? I'm going to be moving back. And that's why you're able to reconcile. But the Six of Cups right at the center, that is the reunion card, right? And for those of you where this is more, you're finally being healed in your heart space, I see this as you're overcoming, which makes you very happy, and the energies within you are balanced. And so it's the end of this soulmate connection, and you're okay with that. The world, it's the end. And the positive outcome is there's a new person coming into your life, whether this is new romance or a new friendship, which is part of that positive outcome where you're letting this go because you're about to let somebody new in. Okay, so great news. Six of Pentacles, things balancing out, reciprocity, Three of Wands, the waiting is over. Wow, Justice, karma is balanced. It's the end of sadness. And the Magician, Mercury, communication. Okay, so yes, absolutely. I do feel for some of you, you are receiving communication from this person. And they're reaching out to tell you that they're sorry. They want to work it out. They're taking responsibility for their part in this. For others of you, this is absolutely where somebody is returning home after they've been away. They may have moved, but they could also be where they're just kind of showing up at your house. They're coming to see you after a conversation. Okay, and those of you that have been really sad about the ending of a relationship, it's run its course. Justice, the soul contract is complete. And that means you're just not going to be sad anymore, the end of sadness. And there's somebody new coming in that you're going to be talking to. Whether, again, that's a new friend or a new romance, whatever type of relationship this was for you personally. But overall, no matter how you resonate with this message, it is a very happy, positive outcome to something that has been causing you a lot of sadness and pain. And you're not going to be hurting anymore. The Five of Cups with the World, it's the end of the sadness. And those of you that are reconciling with somebody, the reason why you're reconciling is because that's what's written in your soul contract with each other. And this, the wait is over. You're not waiting anymore. You're not waiting to heal anymore. You're not waiting for somebody to come back anymore. You're finally moving forward with the Chariot. And you feel good. and you're very happy. Again, however this unfolds for you, you're very, very happy. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward message. Clarity, 543. Trust yourself in the universe to make necessary changes to achieve your goals. Soon you'll gain clarity about your life's purpose. Okay, so you're going to have clarity, either A, because you and this person are reconnecting and you're going to be able to talk and get it all worked out, or B, you have clarity, which is allowing you to fully heal and let go and move on from a severed connection. And you see angel number 543 repeating after you've watched this reading. That is just your confirmation from your angels to remember what was said here. And so your next blessing is a relationship that is separated or fallen out is coming back together and healing, and the heavy emotions are lifted, or you are being healed within and you're no longer sad thinking about this person, wanting them back around, wanting understanding or clarity, because somebody new is coming in. And you know, if this is a new friend, this is somebody who is gonna really like make you laugh. You guys are gonna go out and have a lot of fun with each other, and it's like the exact vibe and energy you need in your life to fully heal and let go of whether this was a severing of a friendship, of a family connection, or a romantic connection. If this is a new friend, this is the exact person you need, the exact type of energy you need to fully move on and let go and find happiness once again. Okay, so very positive outcome for you guys. Healing on a relationship, that is your next blessing. Those are your messages. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care. Hello to everyone who chose the third card. Your next blessing is a blessing to lift sadness. Okay, so whatever you have been struggling with that's been bringing you down, making you really sad, making you depressed, what's been heavy on your heart and your mind, there's a blessing coming in that's going to lift that. So, you know, as a general reading, if you've been really sad about money and abundance, this blessing could be some extra money coming in, exactly what you need. If this is sadness just because of life in general, there's a beautiful blessing that's coming in to put a big smile on your face and restore the magic that feels lost. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. Let's go deeper to see what this blessing is that is going to be lifting your sadness, your heartache, your pain, maybe even your loneliness. All right, right there. Ooh, a rare opportunity. Perception shift. Trust your path. Okay, so if you've been sad, negative, pessimistic, look at what's on the bottom. Positive outcome. We're going to take that too, because it just fits. Okay, this rare opportunity is really going to shift any negativity and pessimism that you've been experiencing, because what sits right next to this rare opportunity is perception shift. Okay, so what's being offered to you by the universe is now going to shift your perception, and you're going to realize, wow, if everything wouldn't have unfolded as it did, this wouldn't be happening for me right now. Okay, and so that's positive. So this is like multiple blessings. Something unique is being offered or coming into your life here. And it's not an everyday occurrence with rare opportunity. And because of that, it really does shift your perception about yourself and your path, whereas you may have been feeling quite unlucky, very unhappy, nothing good ever happens for me, you know, that sort of thinking. Because of this, you're coming out of that and you are like, wow, I am so happy that XYZ didn't work out for me in the past, because if it had, this what's going on right now today would not be taking place, and what's going on now is bringing you a very, very positive outcome. Okay, so this could even be where you were rejected, or your manifestation just didn't come in and you were feeling shunned by the universe, feeling unloved, feeling like the angels weren't answering your prayers, feeling like you're just unheard and unseen. And now because of this coming in, you're like, wow, that was divine intervention. That was protection from the universe, right? Rejection is protection and redirection, right? And that's really coming home true for you, because you're like, wow, if this would have played out the way I wanted it to a while back, then I wouldn't have this magic right now. And this is better than what didn't work out, what didn't happen for you with Snowflake and Rare Opportunity. Okay, this is better. And you're realizing that, because this is a much happier outcome for you than if you would have got your way in the past. And so there's a lot of healing in that knowledge, right? And your entire perception about yourself, the universe, and the path that you are on totally shifts. So let's pull some cards. The Chariot, victory for you. Judgment. See, divine intervention and protection is why something could not take place. Two major arcana out first. Two of Cups. Nine of Swords. Four of Cups. Okay. You were feeling like you were denied your victory. Okay, you were denied energies coming together. You've had sleepless nights. You've been sad. You've been worried. You've been like, ugh, why? I am not content. Why? And now, because of this, you're seeing it so differently. And now you're almost caught up in your head, like, dang, if that would have happened, then I would never be experiencing this. And this could even be around a relationship, okay, where this relationship just couldn't solidify for you, and you were really sad about that. And now somebody new is coming in, and that's what this rare opportunity is about, okay? Or this could even be where if you were locked in and tied down in a relationship, the opportunity that's being presented to you, you wouldn't have been able to accept it because of that relationship and commitment, okay? So I really feel that you were truly, truly spared here. And I know at the time it did not seem that way. It did not appear that way. But my God, you're about to be crazy blessed with whatever this rare opportunity is for you personally. And if there was a relationship that rejected you, the new relationship that's coming in, oh my gosh, this person is like one in a million. And definitely somebody you wouldn't have wanted to miss out on. And that's, you were kind of feeling like whatever didn't happen in the past was a missed opportunity. And you've just been feeling bad, like real bad about it. Feeling unheard, feeling unloved, feeling rejected, feeling low. Thinking about it at night, like deep contemplation. And you realize, you know, you still were able to realize blessings, okay? But it was hard. It's hard to be grateful and happy and satisfied and reminding yourself everything happens for a reason. Like, there were probably days that you just didn't even want to hear that. But now, you're like, I need to remember this for next time. Next time something doesn't work out, next time something doesn't go my way, I need to remember all of this, because just wow. And part of this experience is learning to really trust your path. Seven of Cups, Five of Wands, King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and King of Swords. Okay. So you got 3 core cards down there on the end. And look at the very next card, Three of Cups, which is celebration. So we will take that. All right. What didn't happen or what is lost is nothing in comparison of what's about to be, what's about to come in here. And where you felt like you didn't have any options, that's about to change. Okay, and Five of Wands with Judgment, you really were fighting with the universe over this. And just so sad, so unhappy. But now that's all changed. Now you're celebrating. You're celebrating what did not happen because of what's now coming in. Okay? And you got the 2, the 3, and the 4 of Cups. There's a, and the 7. There's a lot of emotion involved with this. And you know, when it comes to a relationship, what I'm seeing is like, this is you, whether you're masculine or feminine, okay? And you're looking at this relationship that didn't happen, this pentacle, like, oh, this would be everything. This would be everything. But I feel like this is what didn't happen right here. And then this is what's about to happen, okay? Because this queen is facing this way, and this is behind her. And the 4 of Cups, being unhappy that this did not happen with this person. But if you could have the King of Swords or the King of Cups, the King of Cups all day, every day, okay? This is somebody who is sensitive, who cares, who's going to be open, who's going to be sweet, whereas this person is cold and potentially emotionally unavailable, okay? So this is what's behind you, and this is what's in front of you. This is what's coming in. And you're going to look up from that pinnacle of what didn't happen and be like, man, I'm glad it didn't. I am glad it didn't. Because this right here, this King of Cups, is everything. And it doesn't have to be a relationship, right? I mean, we got the Two of Cups here, and then we've got two Kings going on. For others of you, you know, this King of Cups is the good blessing, the rare opportunity that's being presented, and this is what didn't happen for you. And again, this is just not the same vibe. It's not the same energy. It's more empty. It's cold. Where this is open and deep and warm and has you celebrating and counting your blessings, where you may have been struggling to do so, and where you have felt like you don't have any options. Options are opening up, this opportunity being offered to you. Take a step, 535. Let go of old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you. Prepare to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow and expand. And that comfort zone is this new energy. Okay? Stepping out of your comfort zone is stepping in to this new energy that's being offered. And don't be fearful or intimidated of what's coming to you. It's your blessing. And this blessing is meant to lift the sadness and heaviness that you've been dealing with and experiencing in your heart space. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everyone who chose the fourth card. The next blessing that is coming to you is a blessing to bring prosperity. Okay, so prosperity and abundance, things coming to fruition, things manifesting for you, exactly what you need right now. So for you, your next blessing is that of prosperity. So let's go deeper into this. Trust your path. Spiritual enlightenment. And look at, that's another path up the mountain, a path into the forest. And that path in the forest leads to a path up to the mountaintop where enlightenment is found. And oh my goodness, night sky with special moment on that mountaintop. Wow. Okay. Oh, look at what's on the bottom. The rainbow with promise kept. And look at what's right underneath that. Unexpected treasure with the stones. Okay. So let's move these over. We're going to take all of them. So the path through the dark forest where you couldn't see ahead has led you to a path leading up the mountain, and not the mountaintop. You got the night sky with a special moment. Promise kept by another person or by the universe. And there is unexpected treasure to be found on top of that mountain. And it's not just like this beautiful moment is about to happen. Through this experience, you are also receiving enlightenment, where you understand now why you had to go through this path through the dark forest and then this path up the mountain, okay? And now finally here you are underneath the night sky, underneath the stars, and something very special is happening and taking place. It is an unexpected treasure, and this unexpected treasure is bringing you prosperity and abundance, okay? And with that rainbow, that to me is also signifying that the storm has passed, and in its place is this beautiful rainbow. Okay, so the storm is past, or the storm is passing as you're watching this, and a beautiful rainbow is going to take its place, and you are almost to the top of the mountain, and the night will come by the time you reach the top of the mountain, but through that, in the darkness under the stars, something very, very special is happening. And for you, it feels like prosperity, okay, and unexpected treasure. And that's a heart right there with those stones. That's a heart. And to me, that's saying that your heart is going to be filled full, or that's a heartfelt wish that is coming true. And it's prosperity. And you know, prosperity is abundance, comfort, right? But this could also be about something you're receiving emotionally, and it's emotional prosperity. Everybody's seeking something different, right? So this absolutely could be emotional prosperity, or some money in abundance, right? You're going to be very happy. You've been on quite the journey here, having to trek through the forest, not being able to see very far ahead of yourself, and then you get through the forest and here's this path where you think, oh, I'm almost to the end, but oh no, the path is now leading up the mountain, and you're like, oh, I am tired. I have been trekking through this dark forest, unable to see what's ahead of me or when the heck this journey is supposed to come to an end. And now here, when I'm out of the forest, now I realize I'm having to trek up the mountain, which is even harder than moving through that forest. Are you kidding me? But it's all leading you to the top. And at the top, something very, very special is taking place and happening. So the journey has been well worth it. Okay, so let's pull some tarot. Let's go deeper. Five of Pentacles, yes, it's been the struggle. You know, there's snow falling, they're walking in the snow. There's snow up there on the mountains, so it's been cold. You're hungry. You're tired. Tired, cold, and hungry. Six of Cups. Page of Wands. Eight of Wands. And the Death card. Okay, so it is the end of the long journey. It is the end of the Five of Pentacles. Okay, and part of this prosperity is something that you have wanted in the past, and you may have forgotten about it as you've been trekking through the forest and up the mountain. Okay, but here it is, manifesting through the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands. And some of you at the top of that mountain might be a reconciliation with somebody, that emotional prosperity that we were talking about. Okay, the Six of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Wands. Somebody may have rejected you or took you for granted in the past, and you went your separate ways. And then at the top of the mountain, boom, there they are. And they are apologizing and taking responsibility and accountability for what they did and what they put you through. And it's the end of the sadness, the heartache, the pain. Eight of Wands is also a card of positive news, positive messages, as well as things manifesting, things coming in. But you're over this journey. It's done. It's complete. And you are happy. Okay? You are very happy. And both hands are going to be filled. Oh my gosh, look at what flipped over as I was said that. Both hands are going to be filled full. Ace of Swords, the yes card. And you see the crown up there. There's a victory along with this prosperity. Three of Cups, celebration, where you once had Five of Pentacles. Seven of Cups, options. The World, nice. The Devil. This might overwhelm you a little bit with as intense as all of this is, like the positivity of this. The Queen of Swords. It's the end of the coldness, of the uncertainty, of the longing. Very next card is the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment energy. So, listen, I get it. It's been long. It's been grueling. It's been cold. You're tired and hungry. You're ready to rest. Keep moving forward because you are almost to the top of this mountain. And at the top of this mountain is your treasure chest, whether that's around relationship, that's around money, or anything else. This is a general reading, okay? The prosperity that each of you seek is different, but you were led into this reading because your next blessing is that of prosperity where you want it and need it the most. And it's the end of worry, of overanalyzing, of trying to figure things out. It's the end of feeling rejected, being on the outside looking in. And some of you, the end of some financial burdens that you've been struggling with. Because the World is also about completion. You've reached the end of the journey. Literally, you've reached the end of the Fool's journey with the World card. And that is so synchronistic that, you know, you're on this path through the forest and then up the mountain. And end of the Fool's journey. And through that ending, a wish is fulfilled. Whether that has to do with another person or something else that you really hoped for or wished for in the past. And again, with the Devil and the Eight of Wands, it might be a little overwhelming the way this prosperity unfolds for you, and just the fact that you're holding it in your hands. Both of your hands are full. And you're like, wow, I wanted to be blessed, but this is a lot of blessings. It's a little bit overwhelming, all this prosperity. And it's the end of uncertainty. And promise kept. Somebody's really coming through for you, or you feel like the universe has finally really come through for you. And that special moment, night sky, this is the type of moment that we all live for, where it just feels so magical. And you at this point, you're going to be like, I wouldn't have changed a thing. I'd walk through this forest and up this mountain 5 times to have this moment again. That's how happy you're going to be. There's unexpected treasure at the end of this journey. And you're just about there since you chose this particular reading, and both of your hands are going to be filled. Wow, I love it. I love the 4th reading. Triple sevens. That's your angel number. Spiritual awakening, spiritual enlightenment. Not only are you getting this big blessing, okay, you're also getting expansion and consciousness, okay? And we're talking about the path, right? You are on the right path. You're spiritually evolving and aligning with your higher purpose. Yes. This is so synchronistic. Just with the theme of this reading, you see triple sevens repeating in your reality after watching this reading. That's just the assurance from your angels reminding you of the messages of this reading. You guys got triple sevens. You got the special moment. You've got the prosperity. You got both of your hands full. You've got the triple sevens. And the synchronicity, you're on the right path. Trust your path. Spiritual awakening, spiritual enlightenment. Like, this is just so beautiful and synchronistic, all right? So those are your messages. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care.